Okay, so you know how everyone's been talking about AI getting really good really fast,
It
right?
definitely seems like every day there's something new and crazier than the last.
Well, get this. For a while there, people thought ChatGPT could actually message you first.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. I saw those screenshots going around.
It was wild, like straight out of a sci-fi movie. People thought AI was about to start hitting us up for a chat.
Yeah, like, hey, what's up? Want to hang out?
Exactly. And it wasn't just like generic stuff either. Some of it was really specific to the person, which made it even creepier.
Right. Like, one person said ChatGPT asked about their first week of high school.
I know. That's one that really freaked me out. I mean, how does it even know that stuff?
Seriously. It's like AI was about to become our new best friend, whether we liked it or not.
Okay, so obviously we had a deep dive into this whole thing.
Yeah.
So we dug into a fascinating article from Tech Radar that really broke it down.
Yeah, this is one of those things where we need to look at both the initial hype and the skepticism because both can tell us a lot about what was really going on.
And trust me, there was plenty of both.
For sure. Okay, so where do we even start with this?
Well, I think we need to go back to those initial reports and those screenshots that got everyone buzzing because they're kind of what set the stage for the whole mystery.
Absolutely. I was hooked from the first screenshot I saw.
So we had all this buzz, screenshots everywhere, people freaking out. Did ChatGPT like evolve or something? Did it become sentient?
Well, hold your horses. It wasn't quite as dramatic as all that. Turns out, OpenAI, the folks behind ChatGPT, they actually addressed this whole thing.
Don't leave us hanging.
It was a bug.
A bug, like a typo in the code, not like ChatGPT deciding it was time to take over the world.
Yeah, exactly. A glitch in the matrix, but not the AI uprising kind. OpenAI talked to Futurism,
Mhm.
and they basically said ChatGPT was trying to reply to messages that hadn't actually been sent correctly. They called them phantom messages. Phantom messages. Okay, now that sounds creepy.
Right. It's like those weird calls you get where there's nobody on the other end. But basically, these phantom messages were confusing ChatGPT. It was pulling from old conversations, like bits and pieces, and spitting them out as if it was starting a brand new chat.
Okay, hold on. Back up a second. You said pulling from old conversations. So it remembers what we talked about before. How does it even do that? That's a great question.
Mm.
And it gets to the heart of how these big fancy language models work. So picture this. ChatGPT. It's trained on mountains of text data. Like, seriously, an insane amount of information. And it uses all that data to figure out patterns, connections between words, ideas, even how people talk.
So it's like it's read every book ever, and now it's just making small talk.
Kind of. But the important thing is, it can hold on to information from your chat history. Not forever. More like a short-term memory thing.
Phew. Okay, so it's not like it's building up a dossier on me, planning world domination.
Not quite. This whole memory thing, it's about context. So when
Yeah.
you ask it something, it can look back at what you said before and give you a better answer.
Mm.
Like when you're talking to a friend, you don't start from scratch every time.
Right.
Right.
That makes sense. But even if it was just a bug, the fact that it could use those old conversations to make these new, like, spontaneous sounding messages, that's still pretty wild, right?
Oh, absolutely. It just shows how crazy complex AI is. We're talking about some seriously intricate systems. Even with the smartest people working on this stuff, weird quirks are going to pop up.
Yeah.
It's like, what's that saying? To err is human.
But to really mess things up, you need a computer.
Exactly.
So it was a bug, yeah. But you have to admit, it makes you wonder, what if this wasn't a mistake? What if ChatGPT messaging us first? Like that, what if that's actually the plan?
It's definitely food for thought, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it already remembers past conversations, even if it's just a little bit.
Yeah.
Could they program it to use that memory to, reach out?
Exactly. Like, picture this. You're just going about your day, and suddenly, bing, notification from ChatGPT.
Hey, you mentioned needing to book a flight last week. Want me to see if there are any deals?
See, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. That's useful.
Right, but then that gets into some tricky territory, doesn't it? Like, how much AI interaction is too much?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Do we want AI constantly checking in on us, reminding us about every little thing? Where do we draw the line?
I mean, I love the flight deal idea,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't need ChatGPT telling me to eat my vegetables just because I mentioned wanting to be healthier.
Exactly. It's all about balance and control, right? People need to be able to decide how and when AI interacts with them.
Absolutely. No one wants to be bombarded by a chatbot. But hey, a little help with flights. I'm here for it. Me too. But seriously, it's a conversation we need to keep having. AI is evolving fast, and we need to be ready for whatever comes next.
Well said. And for all you deep divers listening, thanks for joining us today. We explored some pretty wild territory. Remember, keep those minds curious because who knows what we'll uncover next time.